Luigi's Mansion has just arrived on the Nintendo Switch Online's GameCube Classics, perfectly timed for Halloween. Originally a launch title for the GameCube back in 2001, it was an unexpected choice. It wasn't a grand Mario platformer and it didn't really have a familiar Bowser showdown, just Luigi, a vacuum cleaner, and a house full of ghosts. Now what started as a quirky experiment has since found its feet as a budding franchise built around Nintendo's eternal understudy, giving the Green Plumber a well-earned spotlight of his own. For younger players, this Nintendo Switch Online release may be their first real look at where Luigi's ghost hunting journey has begun. So, nearly 25 years later, is Luigi's Mansion still worth playing in 2025? Now, if you can humour an old man for a moment, I want to take a trip down memory lane. Despite my brain injury, I still remember saving up for my GameCube. I was fresh out of high school and I had a 1-week contract working for my uncle's construction company as a traffic controller. I desperately wanted that GameCube, so I spent a week under the harsh Australian sun on the Gold Coast, juggling parking meters when the builders would shout that the inspector was coming, all while dodging flack from frustrated motorists. After that short contract ended, I finally walked into EB Games and walked out with a GameCube, Rogue Squadron, and Luigi's Mansion. At the time, I thought Luigi's Mansion was a bit of a weird choice for a launch title, but Luigi was always my favourite Nintendo character, so I figured, why not? Little did I know that this would be the start of a game trilogy that would make Luigi a star in his own right and give players a haunted adventure full of charm and personality. Now both sequels have brought something new to the franchise, with Dark Moon on 3DS adding more mentions and challenges, while Luigi's Mansion 3 on Switch refined that formula and new mechanics with polished visuals. But let's head back to 2001 because the GameCube itself was such a huge leap over the N64, and for me, the animations and the lighting effects and the graphics, it all just immediately grabbed me. This was my first introduction to the new generation of gaming, and I was in complete awe. Luigi's personality finally got to shine as a reluctant hero rather than just being Green Mario. For me, this was the first time I really feel like we all got to know Luigi as a character. He was brought to life through clever animation featuring the smallest details, things like chittering teeth, nervously humming the title song while creeping through the darkened corridors of the mansion, and every little squeak and startled jump. Those traits would be perfected in future games, further bringing Luigi to life, but here, Luigi was already starting to step out of Mario's shadow. Now, while the game was never genuinely scary, I do love how it captured the ghost-busting feeling. Every room offers little puzzles and surprises, and the Poltergust 3000 still feels fantastic to wield while suctioning up ghosts. Characters like Professor Gadd keep the mood light with his eccentric inventions and humour, giving the mansion just the right balance of spooky and playful. It's quite funny because this morning I actually texted a mate telling him that I hoped the NSO release would live up to my rose-tinted nostalgia goggles, and when it dropped at 11 AM, I jumped straight in and wasn't disappointed. Sure, the graphics engine has aged, especially compared to Luigi's Mansion 3 or even the HD remake of Dark Moon, but within 5 minutes I forgot all about that. I was fully invested in the Haunted Mansion again, and that's really a testament to just how well the gameplay holds up, even more than 2 decades later. And it's really no surprise that I was invested in the Haunted Mansion again. That level of engagement is largely due to the gameplay mechanics, which were thoughtfully designed from the start. The mix of light puzzles, ghost-busting action, and deliberate pacing keeps the experience satisfying even today. The game encourages exploration without feeling overwhelming, and every ghost encounter is a fun battle, and figuring out how to reveal a boss heart to capture them is still rewarding. Even with its relatively short length, the game just doesn't feel rushed. The balance between solving puzzles, capturing ghosts, and uncovering secrets creates a rhythm that draws you in, making it easy to lose track of time as you wander through the mansion. It's a design that shows Nintendo knew exactly how to make a haunted house adventure engaging without relying on pure scares or endless content. It's wonderful to see Luigi's Mansion finally reach a new audience 25 years after its original release, completing the trilogy on the Nintendo Switch 2. Luigi has long deserved his moment in the spotlight, and revisiting these games remind us just how much personality and charm he brings to every haunted adventure. From his nervous quivers and the humming to the clever ghost-busting mechanics, Luigi shines as a character who is brave in his own way. This trilogy has grown beautifully over the years, where the sequels have further refined the formula with polished visuals and playful new mechanics. But now, thanks to Nintendo Switch Online, players old and new can enjoy the full series from start to finish. While graphics may age, thoughtful gameplay, engaging characters, and clever design never do. For this Halloween, or really any time of the year, the original Luigi's Mansion still delivers fun, charm, and most importantly, heart. It's joyous to see Luigi take center stage again, and this Nintendo Switch Online release opens the doors for a whole new generation to wander the haunted halls, discover his adventures, and fall in love with the game just as we did 25 years ago. Thanks so much for watching my video. If you liked it, the best way you can support What's It Like is by liking, subscribing, and sharing it with your friends. For more reviews, click on the thumbnails to the right, and for everything Nintendo, check out whatsitLike.com.au.